Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandro here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, this is gonna be the part 2 of the Jade Lions video that I uploaded earlier. So I wanted to upload the entire thing, but yeah, I had to go ahead and take care of something real quick. So let me go ahead and quickly get back right on back into it. If you haven't seen the deck already, this is the deck I'm using. And you can go ahead and you can look at the intro to building, which I'll go ahead and try to leave a link for in the description of this video. Usually I forget about these things, but I'll try my best not to forget about this one since it happened so recently. So this game was versus portalcraft. Now portalcraft is a pretty bad matchup for Haven, just because like they like once they get going with like Machina and things like that, they just force you to just like be on the reacting, and you just have to wait for them to like have a bad turn. But it's really hard to have a bad turn when you're drawing 6 per turn, right? So, but I'm gonna try to hope that I can outgrind him with my lions and just, you know, do some gross stuff to him. So I kept Globe. Globe's nice because I can pick up Moria from that. Like, Johns aren't as nice. Like, I don't want to have them early because I always want to play them as a 7 drop. I never want to play it as a 3 drop or less. So I'm going second. I personally don't mind going second as a whole. Although I know there are not a lot of people do, especially as Haven, but I don't mind. Like, it just means that like you maybe say have 1 or 2 like slower turns, but that's fine. So I'll go and play at Snow White here. I play at Snow White. Now this is dangerous because it can get substituted, but like I felt like if he substituted there, I was fine because I would just like go ahead and play Peace Sweeper and that'd be okay. So here he makes a smart trade to go ahead and get rid of my initial body on my Snow White. So this way I can't just bump into his 2/3. And I have to use the scripture if I want to get rid of it. So he's trying to control my plays. That's fine. I'll still go ahead and play Moria here. Play Moria, then just like make the trade that I was going to make anyway. So you might be wondering, why did I play Moria here? I play Moria on 3 pretty much like whenever I can get it, just because like it goes into their first Evo turn and I make it a much weaker turn for them, and that's like pretty cool for me. As a support in the intro to building, that also gives me space to go ahead and start playing Alliance if I need to. Like, it coincides with my turn 5, which means I can come play Lion on 5-1 if I pick one up, obviously. But I get like about 3 or 4 draws to do so that's not the worst thing. So here he plays Excel. I'm like, interesting. I didn't actually like this Excel play from him at all, but maybe there's something that I'm missing, but I don't think there is. But I'll still just go ahead and cudgel here. Like, this cudgel is amazing. Like, he probably has to use the wall to get rid of it, and it's still good for me. Like, if he does have Excel stuff to get rid of it, that's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. And I still get a creature killed because of the fact of Fervent. Or sorry, because of the fact of Moria, so it's like not bad either. Like, I still get to like keep the same game plan I have, but yeah, here he gets the exact perfect artifacts he needs to get this kill. Like, if he had gone to Ancients, I wouldn't have cared, but they got the Analyze, and so he got to draw a card immediately. So I'll go ahead and get my pop here, which lets him play out the Peace Weaver, and I'll go ahead and play out Snow White. Snow White is a better trader than the Lion Crystal. I already have one, so I do want to try to go ahead and save it while I can. So here he plays Sub. I'm like, okay, that's annoying. Into Icarus, I'm like, okay, that's again annoying, but his Excel largely did nothing. The only thing his Excel did was just make it so his 2/1 can trade into my 4/5. That was it. Yeah, like I guess he just like didn't pick up an artifact he wanted to play out. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So here I'll still Darktron. Darktron is always the play here. It's just such a good play. I even go ahead and pre-evolve the Darktron as well. So you might be wondering, why did you pre-evolve that Darktron, Nandro? It doesn't make any sense. Well, I pre-evolved Darktron because if I remember correctly, I don't know for sure if he did use the puppet or not from the substitution, but right now, because he just like didn't play his Machina on turn 6, I have to believe that they just doesn't have Machina on turn 6, so otherwise why wouldn't you play it, right? And as a 7/7, because he just used Icarus as well, this is very hard for him to clear. If he can't clear it, I can just play Jean Beatdown and just like Jean Beacon of Salvation. bam, take 7. Jean, Beacon of Salvation, bam, take 7, boom, I win. Yeah. So, unfortunately for me, he does have Hawk Robbie. Hawk Robbie does the exact same thing as the Machina Evolve would do, because he has the puppet, so he gets to clear this and also draw an artifact in the process. But they did force him to take a weak turn, so it's not too bad. Like, I only get really punished if he has like playable artifacts, but he doesn't. Like, he just like plays a 2/2, so I can abuse this. Now this turn is a pretty interesting turn, because there's a few different lines I could go for. I could go for Peace Weaver, 2-drop, play this as a 2-drop next, and then have a 5+ line in my hand, which isn't the worst thing. I didn't mind that much. The other option, and I like this option a little bit more, is I can go ahead and start getting off my line game going. Like, because generally, as I said before in the Into the Building, I play this deck, so I usually just like play it as a control deck first and foremost. So I usually try to like hold off on playing my lines as early as possible, unless of course I just have like a billion lines in hand, in which case sure, let's do it. But yeah, so I decided that now is the turn where I want to go in, because he has like some like weak turns. Like, he also just like, he is in that awkward spot as Portal where he played Excel, but the Excel is pretty useless. Then he didn't find Machina, but now he has all these cards, but they're all very, very slow because they don't have instant rush. So as long as I get the board, I'm probably fine. So I'm just gonna play at both lines here. So now my third line is gonna be activated. However, this will require me to actually like play at the Peace Weaver. So that's the kind of control I plays. Now, unfortunately for me, he did just like pick up another Excel. So I guess I think he. Well, I don't know if I don't want to say he top decked it, but it kind of felt like a top deck. So I'm just gonna make plays here and just annoy the crap out of me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. He played another Hawk Robbie. I'm like annoyed. Yeah, there's not much to say here. Alright, so this turn I pick up my Temple. I'm like, okay, cool. The Temple pickup was actually sick, because what it means is that now I can go ahead and I can start working a little bit faster with some of the stuff I'm doing. So I still decide to go for this play. Like, I like this play a little bit better because I get rid of the 4/4. But the only issue is that like I lose initiative, but I have 2 Jeans in my hand. Like, this should be fine in my opinion. Because next I can go Jean into Holy Lion Crystal and be like, yeah, cool, awesome. The nice thing is I also get to stall at some turns of his Excel as well. That's very, very big for me. So here, he just plays a bunch of creatures. I'm like, okay. So, it's actually really funny. So, when I was talking to people on Discord about this, and why I like Pure Annihilation, like, I like Pure Annihilation specifically because of both the portalcraft mirror and also the forestcraft mirror. For the forestcraft mirror, you mainly aim to just hit either fairies, or you just aim to hit Jungle Warden with it, because Jungle Warden is really, really good until you do it onto an existing board and your opponent has the answer that removes both your wardens immediately, so you just like die, right? Yeah. But versus portalcraft, like, there are certain turns where your portalcraft opponent just like plays like random garbage, like say a bunch of analyzers and artifacts, knowing that like, oh well, you have to remove it, right? And then you remove it, and then they draw 2 cards. Well, sorry, they draw 2 or more plus cards or whatever. It's like sad because like you really just like wasted a bunch of time and you just like gave them a bunch of gas. So here I'll always go ahead and just like play the Pure Annihilation. But obviously first we have to do the Holy Lion Crystal first to get back mana, and then we can play it and we'll just be like chilling. So this one is a 2/2, but now the rest of these we play are 4/4s now, so that's cool. So right now, what I wanted to quickly do is go ahead and like take a look at the Saphira counter. So technically, the correct play was probably just to like play Jean and then play this as a 2/2, and that was perfectly fine. But I decided that this was gonna be the turn I was gonna get aggressive, because I have Nowzy in my hand to block his stuff. So like I felt like that was okay. But yeah, here he plays the Saphira. I'm like, oh shit, okay, well, that's a yikes. I did not expect that coming. Alright. However, thankfully the Saphira is only a 4/4, but still, I just ate 5 more damage than I wanted to eat. And that's very, very, that's a pretty yikes. So what we'll go ahead and do now is we'll go ahead and just bump in, play Dark Jean. to then play Holy Land Crystal to get a 4/4, to then play another Holy Land Crystal to get a 4/4, to then play Nowzy. So this line is a very, very dangerous line. Yes, we can only take 3 damage, but like we only take 3 damage. But if you just like had Sex Superior, like yeah, we lost. Which is why it was better for me to like play up the Jean and just like play up the Land Crystal, even though I didn't like that play. Like it was still just like the better play. And now we're gonna see, like, does he have Sex Superior? Like it's gonna be pretty unlikely that he has it, and he has to have exactly Sex Superior to kill us. Well, that's not quite true. Like Devil, well, no, it would have to be either Second Superior or it has to be like a Radiant artifact that I somehow like forgot about. Like just managed to like find, but like thankfully he's not in Resonance, so I kind of like remove some of the outs. So it has to be exactly the Second Superior, or he has to be able to put himself into Resonance, then take himself out of Resonance, and then like have the Miriam to kill me. But yeah, like he just concedes here because like he can't actually recover from this because apparently he just like didn't have the lethal and he was like bluffing. Yeah, and we're just like able to take it. So I'm just like, yeah, awesome, PogChamp, cool. But yeah, like that game was very, very close. Like, we definitely could have lost that just because like I really didn't want to give him the 2 draws, which I guess like in the end, maybe giving him the 2 draws was better, but like it was also scary because like I don't always know when he's going to play out the Saphir, which is like part of like why Saphir is a little bit better than which why Saphir is a little bit better than like Radiance, just because like it's like less telegraphed. But yeah, deck is still like a lot of fire to play. Like it feels pretty good. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about Jade Lions down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.